Hi there puzzlers, welcome back to Laura's Cosy Corner. You've joined me here in my puzzle room today. I'm going to try and catalogue my Aimee Stewart collection, or at least the first part of it. I recently shared a video showing my Aimee Stewart collection so far. At that point I had about 33 Aimee Stewart puzzles, although it turns out one of them was a large Stewart, but so I had 32. Since then I have potentially got another 30 or more puzzles here that are Aimee Stewart's. But before I can put them into the shelves, I didn't want to mess them up, so I decided I'm going to catalogue those first 30 puzzles. Now, I'd love to hear from you if you've catalogued your collection, how you've catalogued it. What I've done is I've created a spreadsheet in Excel. I'll put a little clip up here so you can see it. And I've put all the names in, I've put the artist, I've put the brand, and I've put the piece count. And now what I'm planning to do is to actually number them. So I thought you might like to come on a little journey with me whilst I number all of my puzzles. So I've decided I'm going to call them all AS001, AS002 for Aimee Stewart. So I thought I would number them by artist. But what I've got to do now is find them. So the first one is actually going to be my large Stewart. I've put that at the top of the list. So that is going to be LS001. So that is the All Seasons Flower Shop. Now, I've been told that these stickers that I've purchased, I'm sure I've seen the All Seasons Flower Shop recently. This is going to be the trick, although it is, look, All Seasons Flower Shop. So we're going to put that on there. I've been told that these stickers are residue free and easy peel. So I'm really hoping that is the case. So the second one that I have to catalogue is Circus Extravaganza, and that is just here. Luckily I have quite a lot of my Aimee Stewart's in the Buffalo brand. Really nice small boxes so they don't take up too much room. So this one is going to be AS, oh, don't really want to write it on top of the box, do I? AS002. Yeah, so I'd love to hear from you if you do catalogue part of your collection, how you catalogue it. So that's that one done. Then we've got cookies and cocoa. Now, I think there's this one. Oh, that's breakfast in bed. Oh, I was looking at breakfast in bed today and thinking, oh, I haven't got that one. And I have. I think. There's another one, isn't there, about cookies? So now I'm not too sure. But I think, there it is. Oh, that's Kitchen Games Night. Okay, so we'll go with this one. I think it must be this one. Cookies and cocoa. So this is going to be AS003. And we will put that on the edge. Just there. That's cookies and cocoa. And then the next one, this is where it gets a bit tricky, and I may have to rethink how I've done this because I've put them in alphabetical order. But Crystal Dream Ship Harbour is this one, and it's not going to fit on the shelf with the buffalo, so I'm going to move that. We'll perhaps move that down a bit. We'll come back to him later. It's just messing up my whole system now. Yeah, so actually I'm actually better to take them off the shelf. Okay, so we've got the first three. So the next one, therefore, let's do Breakfast in Bed. Now, okay, so this wasn't in my original 33 puzzles haul. That's why I didn't want to get confused, because I've had quite a bit of puzzle mail coming through and I didn't want to mess things up. So I do have here the Tiki Beach Bar. So I've got that on here. That was definitely part of my original haul, and that is going to be AS004. AS004. I'm going to feel so much better when this is done. So that is now AS004. And then the next one therefore is To the Moon, which was definitely on this list. So that can be AS005. I absolutely love cataloguing and creating a system. Gives me a lot of joy, to be honest. Right, let's move these ones off. Just turn you around a bit so you can actually see the shelves that I'm working on. So these are the first 4. These are going to go into the shelf just there. And we've now got AS 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Right, so the next one we're going to catalogue is Farm Fresh. I thought I've got to do this now because I've noticed recently that I've had a few turn up, and I thought, oh, hang on a minute, I've already got it. I've already got it. So this is going to be AS006. So by doing this little checklist and creating a little system, this is the Farm Fresh one. It's going to make it a lot easier for me to spot any duplicates and make sure I don't end up with far more puzzles than I actually really need to have. So this one is the potting shed. This we're going to make AS007. AS007. Oh, the stickers are looking so cute over there. So the next one is Pizza and Pocket Change. Now you see, in an ideal world, this is AS08. I would have it alphabeticalised as well. I'm not going to lie, I would love to have it alphabeticalised, but that's never going to work. Maybe one day when I have a complete collection, I could alphabeticalise them and renumber them, but right now I haven't got enough space. They need to, you know, go on the shelves as they come in. So, okay, I've got it wrong now. What have I done? 5 is To the Moon. I've forgotten to put To the Moon in. Okay, so the system is working because I can see where I'm going wrong. So To the Moon is going to go in there. And then we've got 5, 6 is Farm Fresh, 7 is the Potting Shed, and 8 is Pizza and Pocket Change. So then I'm going to pull out these 3 here. Now I've got this one sitting here, which is the archaeologist's desk, but I don't think that, I think that's just recently come through. So I'm keeping that out of the way for now. So let's look at these 3. So Kitschy Games Night. Kitschy Games Night was definitely one of the original. So that's going to be AS09. Been so looking forward to spending a bit of time, quiet time in my puzzle room, getting my puzzles organised. AS009. Right, so then we've got Pretty Party. That's a shelf style puzzle. Now what is that going to be? And that is going to be AS010. 010. I was thinking, does it matter that I'm, doing quite a bit of content around Aimee Stewart? Should I be keeping myself open and, doing lots of other artists? And I mean, there's nothing to say that I won't do other artists. I certainly will be doing some videos around my Thomas Kincaid collection, but this is real life. This is true to what's actually happening in my life right now and what I'm getting enjoyment out of. So it wouldn't work for me to be trying to talk about things that I really don't have an affinity to, or I'm really not that bothered about collecting. So this is Toy Wonderama. I've also just had this one turn up in a Ravensburger 500 piece, but I am going to keep both of those because I think I love the 500 piece Ravensburger. I do love the 1000 piece Buffalo as well, but I am going to keep both of those for sure. So Toy Wonderama is going to become AS011. You see, now this is the work I have to do to get myself to the point where I can start looking at all the new Aimee Stewart puzzles I've had coming through. When I say new, I'm buying them from Vinted generally. Not all, but most from Vinted. But until I get these sorted, I can't move on. So what's going to be the next one? Well, we've got two here. So this is Merry Mushroom Cottage. That is going to become AS1112, AS012. Just thinking, does that leave enough digits? Yes, it does. She can't possibly have more than 1,000 puzzles, so that's going to be absolutely fine. AS012. Was a winter reading book nook in my original? Yes, it was. So winter reading book nook will be AS13. I don't know if the grand fiction, no, it wasn't. So winter reading book nook, winter reading nook, sorry, this is actually probably my favourite Buffalo, or probably my favourite Aimee Stewart puzzle, the winter reading book nook. This is the one that started it all for me. This is the one that got me involved in Aimee Stewart. I fell in love with this jigsaw and yeah, just haven't looked back. So this is AS013, and that could go on the shelf just there. Now, what other Aimee Stewarts do we have? Now, there is this one, which I'm fairly sure, Tea and Cookies, yes. Have to be so careful when organising because of the shapes of the shelves. You need to be able to get them into the right order. So AS014. And I'm struggling for space here right now. So AS014 is going to go in there. I'm going to put that little one just back in there because I can't fit another Buffalo in there. So now what have we got left? Family Campsite. So I think, yes, a Family Campsite 500. I've got a family, oh okay, so they're together actually. Family Campsite 500 and Family Campsite 1000. They're exactly the same image. Probably should let one go. Maybe, can't even bring myself to say it, but maybe I'll let, oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll just hang on to them for now. So Family Campsite. So we want a 15 and a 16. 15. So the AS015 and AS016. So make sure I put them on the right one. So 15 is the 1000 piece. See, that is a limited edition 1000 piece one. So that stands to reason that I should keep it. And this is a 500 piece, and I don't have many 500 piece Aimee Stewarts, so that stands to reason I should keep it too. So let's put both of those up on this shelf here. Keep them just there. So now what else have we got in a buffalo? So we've got Merry Mushroom Village, but that's 2,000 pieces. So we have got the Naturalists collection, that's the Archaeologist one. So where is the Buffalo Naturalists collection? Can you see it? Okay. So unless it's ended up in this little pile over here. Let's say Buffalo. I was just thinking maybe it was a different brand, but I think we're going to have to move on because oh, here we go. Look, it's just sitting next to me. I pulled it off the shelf already. So the Naturalist collection, that's the last Buffalo. Well, it's the last Buffalo in 1,000 pieces anyway that's going to be in this size of box. ASO 17. So that can go up there. Now it's a shame, you see, I've got this little space, I don't know if you can see. I've got this little space just here, and I haven't got any more buffalo shaped puzzles other than my new ones. But I need to keep them separate because they've got to come after the 33 so that I can remember when I do the second part of my video where I'm at. So let's see what else we've got. We've got quite a few Ravensburgers. There are 2 buffaloes. Maybe I could, this is a buffalo, slightly bigger box. Maybe I could, feels like it should maybe go in like that. Because if it sits on there, mind you, it could go under, couldn't it? But, oh, actually that's not too bad. I think we could do that. So let's make this one 18. It's very important decisions we have to make here, you know. It's very important when organising your collection to get it just how you want it. Realistically, I should probably put them under them 3, but that would involve me having to take the stickers off, and I'm not that concerned. So now this sticker is going to need to go just on the end there. So that is ASO 18. Now it does say I've got another buffalo one, Merry Mushroom Village. Well, I definitely should have put these the other way round because that's even bigger and that could have sat right on the bottom. There. Yeah, as you see, that could have gone right on the bottom, but it's going to have to go right on the bottom. So we'll make it ASO 19. Can I do this? Should I be doing this? Should I be making it? Well, these stickers are supposed to be peelable, aren't they? So maybe we need to test the peelability of these stickers. Oh, I can just update them then. So, first one. Feeling a bit of concern there for how easy that was to get off. It wasn't terrible, but just don't know if after 3 years the sticker might have struggle coming off. But anyway, so that's Merry Mushroom Village now. Let's just move that there. Merry Mushroom Village, 2,000 pieces is going to be ASO 15. And then Crystal Dream Ship is going to become ASO 16. And then it's going to be 17, 18, 19. So let's see how we get on with that. So this one here, which has currently got ASO 18. A little bit unsure. We need to put the okay, so we need ASO 15. Sorry. ASO 16 is going to be the Crystal Dream Ship. So we'll put this one that way, and then this one there. Although I'm a bit worried about this one now as well. So these are the things you have to think about, aren't they? Because this has got a drawer. I don't really want to have too much weight. It's not too bad because it's sitting away from where the drawer is. Okay, so we'll go with that. So that's AO 16. Then we're going to have Family Campsite 1000 piece. It's going to be ASO 17. And then Family Campsite 500 is going to become ASO 18. And then we've got ASO 19. Is going to be the Naturalist's Collection. So that's made better use of that space, and you haven't got too much leaning on this one here, I don't think. So that's ASO 19. Now then we have now I did show the Educa 1500 piece puzzle, but I have actually just moved that along. Well, I've listed it on Vinted because I've found the 1000 piece that was brand new and sealed, so I decided to keep that one instead because I'm not a massive fan of doing big puzzles, and I didn't really want to start keeping all the different piece sizes of every design. It would just become too much. So let's have a look. We've got the Flame Tree Fantastic Voyage. Which one is that? That's this one. And we've got these Ravensburger ones here. So I guess if we take these off the shelf, because these are all Aimee Stewart's, so we'll move these over here for a minute, and then we can put the last one up, keep me there, and then perhaps we'll do the artist's desk first. The artist's desk is going to be ASO 20. So we can put that on there. Need to line up the Ravensburgers and then put the sticker. So that's ASO 20. Then we've got, this one is called Love Letters Chocolate Shop, yes. So that's going to be ASO 21. So ASO 21. So that is going to go there. Has its little sticker just there, and then we're going to go for Merry Mushroom Village, which is 1,000 pieces. That is going to be ASO 22. I am really looking forward to doing this one. I just think it looks great. I love all the colours and the mushrooms and everything. I'm really looking forward to doing that one. So that's ASO 22. I am clearly going to have to live to 100 to be able to get through all of these puzzles, but that's okay. I'll do my best. ASO 22. And then we have this one, which I know I've seen quite a few people sharing recently on Facebook. I know this is quite a nice one. People have really enjoyed doing this one as well. So this one is called Mermaid's Treasure. So that will be ASO 23. So we should only have about 9 puzzles left to do. ASO. And then I'll just share a couple of the recent puzzles I've picked up from Aimee Stewart with you as you're here. ASO 23. Now, I do have this Fantastic Voyage which has got to fit in somewhere. Would that fit up there? Yes, it actually would. That's this one, which is Fantastic Voyage. Now, I don't know if this has been renamed as Fantastic Voyage, because I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I wonder if I have that as a duplicate somewhere. But if you know if there's another name for Fantastic Voyage, do let me know. Because I just kind of recognise it a little bit, so I'm not sure. So Fantastic Voyage is going to be ASO 24. So let's get that one stickered up. ASO 24. It's going to make it much easier to keep a track on my collection. And hopefully stop me from buying. Puzzles. This is where my I don't know if it's my ADHD or what it is that goes on, but I've done all of my labels perfectly sideways on, so you can read the numbers all the way along there as well. And then here, for some reason on this shelf, I've done them up the other way. Don't ask. I don't know why I do these things. But it doesn't stress me out. It's just me. I don't mind. I'd mind if this shelf had one way and one another way. That I would have to then change. But as they're in separate sections, it's fine. So then we have Hidden Objects Attic. Now that is actually in a bag outside this room on its way to my friend's house, because she wants to do that one. So I will leave, I'll name it up ASO 25, and then we'll put it in down here, because I think the rest will have to live on this shelf. So ASO 25. Then we've got Family Vacation. Well, should we do the travelling? Oh no, I do have, yeah, Origami Meditations. Origami Meditations and Myths and Legends. Just trying to think what I've done with those. Don't think I would have put them up there. Surely not. So, no. No. What's this one here? I've found them now. I've got this big pile to the left of me of puzzles that have been coming in, and I knew if I wasn't careful I was going to end up muddling them up, which I had done. So we've now got hopefully a bit of space behind me, yes, and I found the puzzles. So I've got Family Vacation. This was the Ravensburg 1,000 piece. That is going to be ASO 26. Once we get to the end of this, I will share with you a couple of the new puzzles that I've had in as well. So let's try and do this the same now. We'll put this here and we'll put the little sticker on ASO 26. So that's Family Vacation. And then we've got Life, no, we'll do the Ravensburger first. So we've got Origami Meditations, which will be ASO 27. This is the Origami Meditations, ASO 27. So that is now going to go on this shelf. And then we have Ravensburger Vintage Dressmaking. That can be ASO 28. There's the Ravensburger ASO 28. And that is vintage dressmaking. Put that little sticker there. And then I've got Myths and Legends, and that will be ASO 29. That's the Myths and Legends. I know I've shown you these before, so I don't want to take too much time up showing you them again. For those of you who haven't seen my Aimee Stewart collection video, you'll see these all on there. This was more just to be cataloguing them really. I'm showing you how I'm going to catalogue them and see if any of you have got any hints and tips really about ways of doing this that might be better than what I'm doing. So let's pull those out. Got to be very careful not to topple all these puzzles over. So then I've got Life is an Open Book, Schmidt, ASO 30. So that is ASO 30. Now what was it I said I had? I said I had hidden objects 25. So I've put too many here, haven't I? So that needs to come over to there because I need to put 25 back in there. Glad I remembered that. So ASO 30 is this one, Life is an Open Book. And that can now come behind me on this shelf. I'll just put the sticker on. I'll put it over the Schmidt. Okay, there we go. It needs to go the other side so it matches what I'm doing. So that is ASO 30. And then the garden shelf, as I said, actually I'm going to go and pick that up after I finish this video actually, because it is actually ready for me. So I'll make that ASO 31. Hopefully it's not too big to fit in there. And then we've got the travelling library, ASO 32. So I need to just write one more sticker out, ASO 32. And that can go on the travelling library. That's going to go on the end there, like that. So, just to give you an idea of where I'm at, I mean, I didn't think I had breakfast in bed, and I've got breakfast in bed on the shelf here, and I've just found it here as well. So this is the problem. I'm seeing things pop up on Vinted, and they're going so quick, I don't want to miss out. And sometimes I'm in bed and it's at night, and I just think, oh, I haven't got that. Click, buy. Then I come downstairs and realise I have actually already got that one. So this is why I'm trying to do this little list now, so that I can save this on my phone, and then I can just quickly search it up, see if I've got it or not before I click buy. But yeah, so this is one that's going to have to go into the set for sale pile, because I've obviously already got that one. Just to show you a few of the others that I've added to my collection. Obviously there's the Kitschy Kitchen, which I love. I'll shut that down now. So that's the Kitschy Kitchen. which I had planned to sell but decided not to. That's probably what started this whole thing off. Then I've picked up this one, which is called Colorize. This is Masterpieces. This is, yeah, it's got Aimee Stewart on the bottom. So this is Colorize 1000 pieces by Masterpieces. And then I've picked up this one, which I believe is quite a hard to find one. I did pay a bit more for this. This is called Majestic Tiger Grotto, and I paid £20 for this one because it was marked as a hard to find. And I saw it and I thought, if I don't take my chance now, I may not end up being able to find it later on. So I went for that one. And then I also picked up Curiosity Shop. Now, I think I have another one of these on the way to me. So I think that's going to end up going back on Vinted at some point because I've got this one now. I didn't realise I already had it. Yeah, so that one's on its way to me as well. And then I also picked up the Grand Fiction Library. So I've got that one as well, but I definitely don't have two of those. Definitely just the one. So that's another one that came in new. And then the Pirate's Life, which I have to add to my collection. And also I picked up another large Stewart. I love this one. This is called Winter's Night Bonfire. This is a large Stewart. I love that design so much. Really, really love it. Now, down here in this little corner, you probably can't see. Yes, so down here in this little corner is my little collection of puzzle mail. There's quite a few Aimee Stewarts in there, some corner pieces, Aimee Stewart's, Ravensburger's, Buffalo, Schmidt. So I will be doing a puzzle haul video very soon to show you all of the things that have been coming in, but there's a little sneak peek just for you so you can see what's going on. So yes, you can see why I'm having to keep up with my come list with me videos, get some puzzles listed, because I feel like I'm literally changing over my collection of puzzles. It's almost like all the puzzles I had and now ones I've either done or don't want to do, and I'm bringing in all the new puzzles that I'm really excited to do and really can't wait to do. So it's like I'm having a complete changeover really. So I've got to keep the puzzles going out and so I can make room for these puzzles coming in, but I am running out of space. I do have now about 4 piles of puzzles that are on sale. So I think I'll probably give myself, I don't know, a few weeks maybe, and then I might have to think about, you know, taking them down to the charity shop or something if they haven't sold by then, just so that I can make more space really, because space is becoming an issue. But yeah, I hope you've really enjoyed that. I've really enjoyed cataloguing all of those and getting them all on my shelves and making them look nice. Yeah, this one's sticking over a little bit and I'm like, oh, it's not quite the right way, but this is a large Stewart at the bottom and these go back into being Aimee Stewart, so for now it's fine. Maybe, you know, one day I'll have a different shelving system and I'll be able to lay them out a bit differently, but I'm just making the most of the space that I have here. So my next videos will be doing my puzzle hauls, and then I will also be creating my new Aimee Stewart collection video where I'll just show you the second part of all of the Aimee Stewart puzzles that I have collected. And hopefully you'll see some on there that you've you know, not found yet. I'm certainly, you know, especially on social media, I'm definitely seeing puzzles and thinking, oh, I haven't seen that one. In fact, I bought one today. I think it was called the Christmas collection, and it was a shelves puzzle, but it was Christmas shelves. I'll put it up here actually so you can see it. It was called the Christmas collection, I think. So I bought that today on Vinted. So yeah, there's still loads of puzzles out there that I haven't found yet or haven't seen yet. So I'm just trying to keep my eye out there and see what I can find. But yeah, thank you for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed my little Aimee Stewart puzzle organisation collection style video, and I'll see you in the next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I love to hear from you. I love to get comments from you. So yeah, please don't forget. All right, take care. See you soon. Bye. So after I sat and organised all of my Aimee Stewart collection, or the ones that I had done for the part 1 of my video, I had a couple of nights where I just kept thinking, oh, I'm not sure about these stickers, I'm not sure about these stickers. And then today I decided to peel off a couple of the stickers, and first few were okay, and then the 5th one decided to take away a little bit of the box cover. So I was very sad about that. I ended up taking all the stickers off. 2 of them got a slight bit of damage. I have done a little video to show you. I will not be recommending using stickers to organise your collection. That's a definite no-no. Definite no-no. But yeah, if you've got any ideas out there, I mean, I've obviously put them into a spreadsheet, which is great. I've numbered them, which is, you know, is fine on my spreadsheet, but I can't really number the boxes. I don't think it's worth numbering inside the lids or anything like that. You know, if I'm going to number it, I want to be able to see the number. So I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, to be honest. I don't know if there's anybody out there with any ideas on how they have catalogued their collection, whether they are just putting them into Excel or what they're doing. But yeah, definite no on the stickers. Don't use stickers. Definite no. So thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video very soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care. Bye.